Okay, we're back with more Xenoblade Chronicles X. Apologies for the silence, I assume, but yeah, we've completed Chapter 1, New Los Angeles. And now we need to return to the Blade Barracks so we can gear up for Chapter 2. And we also have to be making an important decision, whether to join Blade or not. I've already made up my mind, and I really want to do this. Plus, it'd be fun to tag along with a few party members. And when you're running and you're jumping, you get a massive long jump, and that is what I call insane. And satisfying at the same time. And it's at this point we're going to be getting some serious cutscenes.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for Blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for Blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part? I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called FrontierNav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The FrontierNav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
All the more reason to be ready for it. Our objective's simple. Install the data probe on the FrontierNav site and complete your training. And it begins Chapter 2, The New Frontier. Fortunately, it won't take us long, though. Since besides, I did a 4-hour live stream covering at most of the first 3 chapters. But now this is a Let's Play, and a Let's Play is a different sort of beast. But there will be instances where I will live stream, where I do like all these different quests.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does he know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour pro baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
It isn't that far, to say the least. And now we're introduced to the segment map. The map displayed on the Wii U tablet is a useful tool with lots of info about Mira. We can give it a look if we're unsure what to do, and it's pretty useful. But I believe first things first, we need to head into the district. Oh wait, we still need to get our blade IDs, so for now, we're pretty much stuck. But no matter, it's time for us to venture forward. And the running jumps help make it so much easier too.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
Well, isn't that not bad, huh? We did find the East Gate, which is good. And the running jumps are always a delight to do. But now we get to check out this place. And we found him. Let's go.
No need to get too close. Attack the flame grenade!
Weapons destroyed. Move in and strike.
I've been waiting to lash out. That did the trick. Now close.
Gotta keep delivering the pain on that wood, Lepix. Though some opponents will be even more challenging, so you have to keep your guard up.
Concentrate your fire!
Yeah, you're on top of
Gotta keep moving.
Chrome armor.
That helps. Just gotta keep attacking him until he goes down. And I suffered some knockback. Oh man, that was bad. Oh no! Great, I died. You have about 30 seconds before I'm respawn. Oh, please, gotta make sure I hurry. Oh, never mind, we made it in time. Thank God. Yeah, and if your allies take them down, then you're pretty much safe. At least. And we also discovered the Eastgate Plane. I can't believe I died again. Hopefully when I get better gear and better armor, I won't have to worry about these issues. But this is also a good opportunity for you to train. And be ready for anything. Some of them can be ridiculously tough unless you level up. Bearing in mind, of course. And we found the East APC. Appropriate. And I think this is where our true battle begins. These guys, and some of the enemies you will fight will be even like tougher. That's why if you see them at higher levels, expect the worst. Gotta keep delivering that pain. And now daylight has arrived. And now to deliver a well-timed slash. And that should take him down. That is what I call a relief. And it looks like we're about to get ourselves a cutscene. Or rather, some trouble.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a Tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a Tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a Tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula Tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a Tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. FrontierNav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a Tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a Tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with Tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right, let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use FrontierNav to track it, or any other Tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
I hear you all right. Gauging a Tyrant is no small task. That's why we need to equip our best before we do so. Not to mention we need to also make sure that our arts are leveled up. So you know what? Before we begin, let's do so. And there are like a lot of arts we can upgrade now. And by upgrading them, we can get better. No, that's not it. Whip this to upgrade. Assault Hammer is going to be useful later, trust me. And it's now time we upgrade everything else she's got. Good. Everything all set. And let's also upgrade her as well. There you have it. And there's also skills that we can also focus on too. Doesn't have any yet. Neither does Elena, and neither does Lynn. We have to level them up in order to do so. And there's also classes, but that's for the main one. Once you have her level 10, you can choose to go however you want. The possibilities for you are endless. So what you do is up to you. And here comes the boss fight.
They've seen us.
And the boss music for this is godlike. We gotta deliver as much damage to it as possible. I dislike the knockback. Wow, that wasn't fun. I will say right here, the boss music for it is just epic. But we gotta keep on moving no matter what. Gotta keep delivering that pain. We're already down by the halfway point. But I recommend you listen to the soundtrack. It's just that brilliant. Almost got this. And done.
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a FrontierNav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Consider it done.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to FrontierNav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
All in all, it was a pretty simple job. And I like it. If you're gonna frontier now, we need to install more data probes. And they're pretty easy to do. You just press the A button near a probe site. And it requires your mechanical field skill to be up to snuff, so don't forget to level it up. As well as the fact of advice regarding massive foes. Giant beasts like that is more better with a scout. Neutralizing a foe like it on foot, especially a Tyrant, is pretty risky. So keep that in mind. So bottom line, not so bad. Went pretty good. And personally, I like that. And now to bring forth the pain. And we gotta bring in a lot of pain, because I think we need a little bit more training just to level it up to, like, our job level 10. Overall, simple job.
Nice work.
And our job right now is at a max. Class rank at level 10. And now we can choose on how we want. We can go Striker. We want to go in guns blazing. Mixes offensive and defensive arts, as well as providing AP and melee attack bonuses. There's also Commando if you want to rack up damage. Has a lot of different damage buffs and provides bonuses to melee accuracy, range accuracy, and evasion. And then there's the Enforcer. You want to provide support from afar, using many range arts and bonuses to range attack and Professor. Tricky to master and suited for pros. I'm going to choose what I feel is best. This one, the Striker. And with that, now we have a better weapon. And we can keep our Soul Hammer. And it's time to deliver the pain. And mixing it up is always helpful too. And yeah, he actually said it. I'm really feeling it. That never gets old. Especially since Shulk's voice actor is in this game. And you don't have a sucker for it. Wow, that was a much needed big boast. And there you have it. Not so bad. Oh, that delivered the pain. This one's a level 7, a creeping bata. Wow. That was painful. Very painful at that. Well done. We got an achievement. A lot of Subduer. And by repeating these, we also boost our morale and our strength and attacks. Though there is a risk that the rewards come faster, so you have to really step it up. Well, not so bad.
Let's keep it up.
Pretty simple. And I remember somebody on the stream commenting that I'm like beating up these grassland Ovis. They're like sheep. And honestly, I don't mind it because I love delivering the pain. Alright, good.
Nice work.
That went pretty well. And now we tackle this Wood Lepics. Whoa, that was painful. Toppling them over, and you're more likely going to deliver a lot of damage this way. I think I'm going to get the hang of this, but this is going to be one of these games where you're going to be spending a long time trying to do. I kid you not, a long time. Long time to aggravate the bugger. And I suffered knockback. Gotta change my lock-on target. And I'm in trouble if I don't do something. Ah, no! Great. I just hope they can be able to pull this off. Though if you don't, by the time the 30 seconds are over, you're screwed. Though knowing them, I believe they'll manage. And now, like so. If the monster is defeated by the time, by the 30 seconds are up, you'll get the reward and the experience. So I wonder if we get any new skills. Yes, we do. Steel Flash boosts maximum HP by 10%. And we can upgrade it too. Let's see if anybody else. They got Agile Gunslinger. Let's level that up to level 2. Nothing as of yet. And as for arts, it's time to give these an upgrade. Yeah, I'm gonna get used to using Rising Blade a lot. Level that up. And level that up too. Good. All in all, not so bad. And now we keep on going. And if you notice, most of them are white, they're not that threatening.
No need to get too close. Attack the target in sight. Fire carnival. Rising blade.
Well, that had to hurt.
Let's lay into it.
Flame grenade. Early bird.
Well, that was painful. Crush that too. Now we gotta do the same to the others. Right there.
What's happening?
Yeah, great. Suffered a flinch.
Rising blade. Back in the trick. Now close it and clean up.
You gotta keep moving. Oh, we got the fourth one and the fourth. All 4 of them taken out.
This'll bring them to that proverbial knee.
Just hope we can manage this.
Fast. I need healing.
Just
what I need. I've been
Ow.
rising blade.
And you're done. Jeez, that was something.
Strength comes from experience.
Nice, that's a good level up indeed. And I think we've had our fill, so now let's head back to Blade Barracks HQ. Yeah, and it would pretty much end the episode here, because next episode we're moving on to Chapter 3. And Chapter 3 is going to be a long one, for a very good reason. Alright, this is it.
Great.
Time to hit the brakes. Alright, now let's enter inside. Oh yeah, I forgot that we were also supposed to have a little chat. Alright, here we go.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a Tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Yeah, that's it. We installed the data probe and completed our training. Not bad. And yeah, that's it for Chapter 2. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll begin Chapter 3. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys around for more Xenoblade Chronicles X. Later!